Yes, I'm live now. Welcome once again to another new video. This is Santu SAHOO, and you are watching SAHOO's tutorial English literature. And in this YouTube session, I'll be covering 20 important MCQ questions for the upcoming UGC NET Paper-I exam. Do join quickly. I'm waiting for all of you. Please do join. Am I clearly audible to everyone? Will anyone write it down in the comment box? Am I clearly audible to everyone? Okay. So this is the first video for the upcoming UGC NET June 2024 Paper-I exam, and I'll be conducting classes in the upcoming days as well. So do join. I'm waiting for everyone. So without wasting your precious time, let's begin this mock test session where I'll be covering 20 important MCQ questions. This is part 1. Okay. And I am your mentor for UGC NET English Paper-I, all state exam, GATE, C2PG English, CPET, PAMDET, SSB, MA entrance, TGT, PGT, and KBS, NBS as well. Okay, and here is your first question on your screen. You can answer in the comment box. Okay, the first question is on your screen. Which of the following learning management system, that is LMS, is open source? Okay, which of the following learning management system, that is LMS, is open source? Google Classroom, Blackboard, Canvas और Moodle? इनमें से कौन सा है जो कि एक ओपन सोर्स है? लर्निंग मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम इज ओपन सोर्स. So what would be the right answer here? B and C, D only, A and D only, B, C, D only. So here you see that Google Classroom is not a open source. It is free, but it is not open source. You cannot customize. There are some limitations. Whereas in Moodle, you can customize. You'll be given the permission or grant to customize. So here, the following learning management system is open source. That is actually D, Moodle. So here 2 is the right answer. Moodle is actually learning management system. Exactly, Trisha. Exactly. So here D is the right. You see, Moodle is actually open source. It is fully customizable, whereas Google Classroom is free and it has some limited customization. Moodle is a full-fledged learning management system that can deliver custom learning experiences as well as efficiently track them. The platform's modular design is fully customizable. You can customize, whereas Google Classroom is a free collaboration tool that allows instructors to create online classrooms, invite students, conduct classroom discussions, such as we have Google Drive, we have Google Form, Google Doc. These are all examples of Google Classroom. Okay, so here Moodle is actually an open source LMS. Google Classroom, however, is not an open source software, as its source code is not available to the general public for making modification, whereas in case of Moodle, we have the permission to customize. Which of the following are characteristics of adult learners? Characteristics of adult learners: self-learning, rote learning, time flexibility for learning, social learning, goal-oriented. Here are your options. You can answer in the comment box. What would be the answer here? Self-learning is one of the characteristics of adult learners. Rote learning is not. Rote learning is actually for young learners actually. Okay, time flexibility for learning, that is actually characteristics of open learning. distance learning, distant education. Social learning is the characteristics of adult learners, so whereas goal oriented is also. So A, D, and E. A, D, E. Where no, it's not time flexibility for learning is not actually ADE exactly time flexibility. It is not. It is also wrong. So ADE exactly Sujit here. ADE, Risa, it is ADE self learning, social learning, goal oriented. Time flexibility for learning is actually a characteristics of distant learning. Okay. Whereas road learning, that is memorization. Road learning क्या होता है? When you cram the facts, memorization of facts. Okay, repeat when you're repeating and trying to learn everything. That is actually for young students. So here A is the right answer. Which is not a greenhouse gas? Which is not a greenhouse gas? But before answering this, okay, let me know whether you are aware of that, which protocol was actually signed to reduce the greenhouse gas, the emission of, yeah, memory level is actually exactly memory level. We have memory level, understanding level, and reflective level, exactly, which is not a greenhouse gas. Okay, now tell me along with this, okay, which protocol was actually signed to reduce, yeah, it has been a long day actually, exactly. कीटो प्रोटोकॉल वेरी गुड त्रिशा सो एग्जैक्टली सो इनमें से कौन सा ग्रीन हाउस गैस नहीं है विच इज नॉट वाटर वेपर नाइट्रोजन डाइऑक्साइड मीथेन नाइट्रस ऑक्साइड so water vapor plays a major role then methane is also there nitrous oxide is also there whereas nitrogen dioxide I think this not okay, yeah exactly so nitrogen dioxide is not a greenhouse gas. Okay, so the most abundant greenhouse gases in Earth's atmosphere, listed in the decreasing order of the average global: water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, ozone, CFCs and HCFCs, hydrofluorocarbons, and perfluorocarbons, CF4, C2F6, SF6, and NFC. These are all major greenhouse gas listed in the decreasing order. Chalo. Ramsar Convention is related to the conservation of what that took place in 1971. Yeah, 1971. 1971. Ramsar Convention is related to the conservation of what? Tiger, elephant, crop genetic diversity, and wetlands. How are you, Sujit? I'm fine here. So, Ramsar Convention is related to the conservation of what? That is it is a wetland. Okay, D exactly, Trisha. It's a wetland is the right answer. Very good. It is for the conservation of D. Very good. Wetlands. The Ramsar Convention on Wetlands of international importance, especially as a waterfowl habitat, is an international, very good treaty for the conservation and sustainable use of Ramsar sites wetlands. It is also known as Convention on Wetlands. It is named after the city of Ramsar in Iran, where the convention was signed in 1971. So Ramsar Convention took place in 1971 in the city of Iran that is called Ramsar. That's why the name is given. The Indira Gandhi National Open University (IGNOU) came into existence in May 1985, September 1985, April 1980, September 1980. IGNOU came into existence in 1985. Now, May or September? Here, the right answer is September 1985. Okay, Trisha, it is September 1985. Indira Gandhi National Open University came into existence in 1985, September, May. Okay. So, here, established on 20th September 1985. Okay. Most widely used commercial. Okay, very good, Trisha. Hmm. Got it. Now here is the most widely used commercial programming computer language. Commercial programming computer language is BASIC, Fortran, COBOL, Pascal. So Fortran, that is formula translation. COBOL, that is common uh, business oriented language. We have then BASIC, beginners all, symbol in code. Most widely used commercial programming computer language क्या होगा? Pascal तो नहीं होगा. COBOL, common business oriented language. Formula translation, it is BASIC. Okay, BASIC is actually the commercial programming computer language widely used. And what is the full form of BASIC? You see, beginners all purpose symbolic instruction code, and it was developed in 1960s Dartmouth College by John G. Kimney and Thomas E. Kirch. So here BASIC, beginners all purpose symbolic instruction code, and the full form of Fortran is actually formula translation. Here you see BASIC is a family of general purpose high level programming language designed for ease of the use. And COBOL, that is common business oriented language, is a compiled English like computer programming language designed for business use. Okay, that is COBOL. And we have also Pascal as well. Chalo. Next question. Which greenhouse gas is primarily responsible for the greenhouse effect driven by human activities? That is anthropogenic activities. Human activities, that is called it's anthropogenic activities. Which greenhouse gas? Water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide. सबसे ज्यादा रेस्पॉन्सिबल कौन सा ग्रीनहाउस गैस है ग्रीनहाउस इफेक्ट के लिए? Which one is the right answer here? Here carbon dioxide. Okay, B, exactly three sides carbon dioxide. CO2 is actually Sujit, well done, it's carbon dioxide, CO2. Carbon dioxide from the burning of fossil fuels is the largest single source of greenhouse gas emissions from human activities, that is anthropogenic. The major anthropogenic human origin exactly sources of greenhouse gases are carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, methane, and three groups of that is fluorinated gases, that is sulfur hexafluoride, SF6, hydrofluorocarbons, HFCS, perfluorocarbons, PFCS, sulfur hexafluoride, SF6, nitrogen trifluoride, NF3 as well. So but here the major one is the carbon dioxide. A group of people has access to computers. A group of people has access to computers and internet. Okay, while another group does not have that kind of access. There is a difference. The difference between the two groups is known as what? One group is able to access the computers and internet. On the other hand, that another group which is unable to or doesn't have that kind of access to computers and internet. The difference between these two groups is known as digital divide, internet divide, web divide, illiteracy. Got it? Got it. Very good, Sivli. Well done. Yeah, exactly. It is digital divide. Well done, Trisha as well. Digital divide. Yeah, it's called digital divide. Well done, Sivli, Trisha, everybody. Well done. And here is the explanation. You see, the digital divide is a term that refers to the gap between demographics and regions that have access to modern information and communications technology and those that do not or have restricted access. That is actually digital divide. Moving on to question number 9 here on your screen. Which among the following, very important question, which among the following is a software for the analysis of qualitative data? Okay, to analyze a qualitative data, which software is needed? SPSS, R, NVivo, Stata, sorry. क्वालिटेटिव डेटा को एनालाइज करने के लिए कौन सा सॉफ्टवेयर यूज किया जाता है? इनमें से कौन सा ऑप्शन राइट होगा? Do write it down in the comment box. चलो, here what would be the right answer here? Any guess? It's n vivo. It's n vivo. Okay, remember the Trisha and Suli and Suji, those who are watching, it's n vivo. N vivo is a software for the analysis of quality data. C is the right answer. Okay, you see, n vivo is a qualitative data analysis, QDA computer software. Okay, n vivo is a qualitative data analysis computer software package produced by Lumbero, whereas SPSS statistical software, okay, statistical software developed by IBM for data management. Clear? Now we have Stata as well, general purpose statistical software package developed by Statacraft data, and R is actually a programming language. So R is a programming language for statistical computing. Stata is a general purpose statistical software, whereas NVivo is a quality data analysis software, and SPSS is a statistical software that is developed by IBM for data management. Okay, now here the right answer is NVivo for the analysis of quality data. Moving on to question number 10. Who quantum Internet of Things? किसने Internet of Things coined किया था? Who coined Internet of Things? Here, chalo, that is IoT. What is the full form of IoT? That is Internet of Things. It was termed in the year 1999 probably. So who coined the term Internet of Things, IoT? Tim Berners-Lee, Bill Gates, Kevin Ashton, Mark Zuckerberg. It's Kevin Ashton. Okay, Kevin Ashton had coined the term Internet of Things in the year 1999. Chalo, IoT. Got it, everyone? So here is the explanation. You see, the term Internet of Things, that is IoT, was coined in 1999 by the computer scientist Kevin Ashton. Remember that, the full form of IoT. And in which year it was coined? The year was 1999. Okay, here is question number 11. Question number 11 is on your screen. Please, in the series given below, identify the wrong number. Okay, you have to identify the wrong number. We have 5, we have 11, 23, 47, and 96. You have to identify the wrong number. So here you see 5 into 2 plus 1 equals to 11. Then 11 into 2 plus 1 equals to 23. 23 into 2 plus 1 equals to 47. 47 into 2 plus 1, it should be 95, but here it is given 96. So the wrong number is actually 96. It should be 95. If it is 95, then you see 95 into 2 plus 1 equals to 191. Exactly. Then 191 into 2 plus 1 equals to 383. So exactly it's 96 is the wrong number. Very good. Well done everybody. Sujit, Trisha, everybody. You are absolutely right. 96 is the wrong number. Chalo. Well done. Moving on to question number 12. In Wi-Fi, Phi stands for what? Wi-Fi is actually a wireless network. Okay, Wi-Fi. Phi stands for what? Final, finish, farewell, and fidelity. Very good. What would be the answer? We will be covering 20 questions. 8 more questions left. In Wi-Fi stands for what? Tomorrow also I'll be conducting. I have summer vacation of 1 month. So in this 1 month I'll be conducting every day classes. Okay, it's fidelity. Exactly. D. Got it, Trisha and Sujit, everybody here. Fidelity. Wi-Fi stands for what? Fidelity. So D is the right answer. Exactly, wireless. Wi-Fi, often referred to as Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi, or Wi-Fi, is often thought to be a short for wireless fidelity. Chalo. Next question. What is the floppy disk? Floppy disk क्या होता है? Here are various types of storage. Okay, optical storage, magnetic storage, solid स्टेट स्टोरेज, क्लाउड स्टोरेज, इनमें से कौन सा स्टोरेज का अंदर में पड़ता है? योर फ्लॉपी डिस्क. ओके, फ्लॉपी डिस्क क्या होता है? व्हाट काइंड ऑफ स्टोरेज इज फ्लॉपी डिस्क? So floppy disk is actually it's not it's a magnetic storage. Okay. Uh, it's a magnetic storage. B exactly. Three sides B. Magnetic storage is the right answer. Floppy disk or floppy diskette is a type of disk storage. Magnetic three side as well. Very good, very good. Composed of a thin and flexible disk of magnetic storage medium in a square or nearly square plastic enclosure. You see? Okay. These are actually here the floppy disks. Floppy disks store digital data which can be read, written when the disk is inserted into a floppy disk drive (FDD). What is the full form of FDD? Floppy disk drive connected to or inside a computer or other device. चलो magnetic होता है. Now match list 1 with list 2. We have Rio Summit, Johannesburg Art Summit, Kyoto Protocol, Stockholm Conference. Okay, we have two protocol. One is the Montreal Protocol, another is the Kyoto Protocol. So we have MP, that is Montreal Protocol. We have that is we have Montreal Protocol and we have Kyoto Protocol. So the Rio Summit took place in 1992, isn't it? Rio Summit, Rio 1992. Okay. And then we have the Kyoto Protocol that took place in 1990. This is saying, okay. Very good. So Rio Summit took place in 1992. That is also known as Rio Art Summit or Rio Summit. Okay, Johannesburg Art Summit is actually B. That is actually took place in 2002. Okay, and Kyoto Protocol that is actually 1990. Sorry. Okay, this is saying here you see that the United Nations. Just a minute. The United Nations of Conference on the Human Environment, that is, you see, that also is known as Stockholm, that is 1972. Here you see Stockholm Conference took place in 1972. Stockholm Conference took place in 1972. We have Rio, that is 1992, and here you see was a conference was the establishment of a key achievement of this 1992 was the achievement of the United Nations Framework Conventions on Climate Change. Rio Conference is also known as the Art Summit that took place in the city of Rio de Janeiro from 3rd to 14th June 1992, also known as Art Summit. And we have the Kyoto Protocol that took place in 1992. Okay, 1992 Kyoto Protocol. It is to, here you see, that is to reduce greenhouse gas emission. And we have the Rio Art Summit's 10-year anniversary follow-up event was called Johannesburg Summit in 2002. Johannesburg Summit that took place in 2002, also known as the World Summit on Sustainable Development, WSSD. Okay. Next question. What is the primary goal of Montreal Protocol? Montreal Protocol that is actually took place in 1987. उसके बाद आया था Kyoto Protocol. ठीक है. Yeah, it is to protect the ozone layer. So MOO, Montreal का O, ठीक है, याद रखना O, exactly, it is to protect the ozone layer, protecting the ozone layer. चलो, here you see 1987 पे आया था, came into force in 1989. The Montreal Protocol on substances that deplete the ozone layer is an international treaty designed to protect the ozone layer by phasing out the production of numerous substances that are responsible for ozone depletion. That was agreed on 13 September 1987, came into existence, came into force on, लागू हुआ था 1989 पे लागू हुआ था, ठीक है. चलो, so the Montreal Protocol on substances that deplete ozone layer हो गया, it is to protect the ozone layer. Research hypothesis. What is hypothesis? Hypothesis is a tentative statement. It's a tentative statement. Okay, assumption. It's an assumption. Okay, so tentative statements that is to be tested. That is to be tested. Okay, in the process. A research hypothesis are a review of current research, statements of predicted relationship between variables, stated such that they can be confirmed or refuted, or both B and C. What would be the right answer? Hypothesis that is to be tested in the process of research. It's a tentative statements. It's a prediction of something. The prediction of the relationship between various types of variables. It can be accepted, even it can be refuted. Good evening, Rohit. Exactly. So hypothesis is actually a tentative statement, an assumption, a prediction between the relationship between the various types of variables. That is true. It is not a review of current research, and it is stated such that they can be confirmed or refuted. So after the test is done, we can say that there is the probability of accepting or diffusing. Okay, so here B and C, that's why D is the right answer. This is hypothesis. Chalo. Research hypothesis is a statement of expectation or prediction that will be tested by research in the process. It will have to be tested. Hypothesis is a theory that can after testing be accepted or rejected. You can accept it or you can reject it after testing. A postulate. What is a postulation? It's a kind of postulation. A postulate is something that is assumed to be true without any proof. So without any proof, you are actually at the beginning of your research, you are assuming it is as true. So a hypothesis is a proposed explanation for a phenomenon, and for a hypothesis is to be a scientific hypothesis. The scientific method requires that one can test it. You have to test it. Hypothesis is an assumption, an idea that is proposed for the sake of argument, so that it can be tested to see if it might be true. क्या ये सही है, क्या ये गलत है? You have to test it. When two or more successive footnotes, very important one, two or more successive footnotes refer to the same work, which one of the following expression is used? When two or more successive footnotes refer to the same work, कौन सा एक्सप्रेशन यूज किया जाता है? EBIT, ET.AL, OP.CIT, LOC.CIT. दो और दो से ज्यादा footnotes जब रेफर करता है to the same work, which one of the following expression is used? That is EBIT. EBIT means actually in the same place. EBIT means what? In the same place. Okay, EBIT means in the same place. Okay, ET all means all and others. Okay, so EBIT is actually the right answer. That you see, EBID is an abbreviation for the Latin idiom, meaning in the same place. Commonly used in an endnote, footnote, bibliography, citation, or scholarly reference to refer to the source cited in the preceding node or list item, used to indicate that a reference is from the same source. A reference is from the same source as a previous reference. That is EBID, in the same place. Got it? So you are ET. And what is ET all? Okay, but before that, let's discuss this loc.cit. LOC. It is actually in the place cited. You see, loc.cit is used in the place of EBID. EBID का place में हम लोग loc LOC CIT use करते कब? When the reference is not only to the work immediately preceding but also refers to the same page. That is in the place cited. Okay, is not only the work immediately preceding, it is in the same place but also refers to the same page. That's why in that case we are using loc.cit, and EBID is actually is from the same source as previous reference, to indicate the reference is from the same source as previous. The page is refers to the same page, then loc.cit. So therefore loc.cit is never followed by a volume or page numbers. And here is et all and others, comes from the Latin phrase meaning and others. It is usually styled with a period, but you will occasionally see at see etl as well, or like this typically stands in for two or more names, especially in bibliographical information and others. Okay. And op.cit is abbreviation of Latin phrase that is the work cited. The work cited. So we have al, op.cit, EBID, and loc.cit. Chalo. A sender in communication process have very good grammar, and this competency is basically known as phonemic, semantic, syntactic, pragmatic. A sender in communication process has a very good grammar. He has a kind of command over grammar. This competency is known as what? Phonemic, semantic, syntactic, pragmatic. It's not related to phonemic. It's not semantic. Semantic is the meaning. Okay. Phonemic, the sound, something related to phone, sound. Pragmatic is practical things, whereas syntactic is actually syntactic, the structure. No, semantic is related to meaning making. Okay, semantic. Here syntactic is the right answer. Syntact. Okay, the structure, grammar, structure. So a sender in communication process has a very good grammar. This competency is basically known as syntactic. Got it? Three sides. C is the right answer. Okay, chalo. A person has a very advanced sense of what is socially appropriate. A person has a very advanced sense of what is socially appropriate, clear, and always knows what to say in every social context. कहाँ पे क्या बोलना चाहिए उसको वो बहुत समझ है, ठीक है, बहुत समझदारी से वो बात करता है, कहाँ पे कौन सा बात किस तरीके की बात किया जाता है. This person has which kind of linguistic competency? Phonemic, cognitive, that is cognition, feeling, internal thing, all this. Syntactic, that is actually grammar. Pragmatic, what would be the range? Phonemic तो नहीं होगा. Cognitive, that is feeling वगैरह, that is not. Very advanced sense of what is socially appropriate. कहाँ पे क्या बोलना चाहिए उसको पता है, वो सही जगह में सही तरीके से बात करता है. कॉग्निटिव तो नहीं होगा, दैट इज फीलिंग्स रिलेटेड, नो नो नो। pragmatic मतलब practical, he is very practical, he is a very practical person, practical person, it's pragmatic, very practical person. A person has a very advanced sense of what is socially appropriate always, what to say in every social context, is a pragmatic person, very very practical person, कहाँ पे क्या बोलना है उसको पता है. Okay, that is not cognitive, it's pragmatic. Here is the last question. The transmission of culture, कल्चर का क्या हो रहा है, ट्रांसमिशन हो रहा है, कहां से कहां, फ्रॉम वन जनरेशन टू अनदर, एंड इसको हम क्या बोलेंगे, द ट्रांसमिशन ऑफ कल्चर फ्रॉम वन जनरेशन टू अनदर इज कॉल्ड acculturation, enculturation, interculturation. At first everybody will be confused with interculturation, but the transmission of culture from one generation to another generation is known as what? I'll be discussing what is acculturation, I'll be discussing enculturation as well, and even interculturation as well in this video. Those who are watching the video, please like the video, keep sharing with your friends, and those who have not joined the Telegram channel, Santu SAHOO UGC NET, please do join the Telegram channel. Tap the bell icon to get more notification. Do not forget to hit the like button and let the channel spread with your friends. Here it is, acculturation is the acculturation, inculturation. क्या होगा आंसर? It is enculturation. It is enculturation. ठीक है, it is enculturation is the right answer, B. चलो इधर देखते हैं. What is enculturation? Is the process by which people learn the dynamics of the surroundings culture. Surrounding culture से कुछ सीखता है and acquire करता है क्या, values and norms appropriate or necessary to that culture and its world views. So from one generation to another generation there is the transmission of culture, that is enculturation, whereas acculturation is a process of social and psychological and cultural change that begins, that stems from the balancing of two cultures, okay, while adapting to the prevailing culture of the society. adapt कर रहे हैं, ठीक है, to the prevailing culture of the society. And what is interculturation? Interculturation is the process by which distinct cultures that come into contact mutually influence and alter each other. एक दूसरे को influence कर रहा है और एक दूसरे change हो रहा है, alter each other. That is interculturation. They came into contact, they influence each other, and they change each other, alter each other as well. That is interculturation. जब one generation से another generations values transmission हो रहा है, उसको बोल रहे थे enculturation. And acculturation is a process of social, psychological, cultural change that stems from the balancing of two culture. Okay, कहाँ से begin हो रहा है? When you are balancing of two cultures while you are adapting the prevailing culture of the society. That is acculturation. So you have to remember what is enculturation, what is acculturation, and what is interculturation. In the upcoming videos, I will also coming with this kind of questions. Okay, please stay tuned and a good night to everyone. Please do not forget to hit the like button and keep sharing with your friends. Chalo, let's end it here. Tomorrow I'll be meeting once again. Stay tuned. Thank you everyone. Sujit, Risha, Rohit, those who are watching, Sivili as well. So let's end it here. Okay.